Imagine waking up to a flood of notifications, news headlines screaming disasters, and endless to-do lists waiting for your attention. The world today is louder than ever, with constant demands pulling us in every direction. We are bombarded with information, opinions, and expectations, often leaving us feeling overwhelmed and lost. Yet, amidst this chaos, there are those who walk through life with a sense of calm, untouched by the noise. They move with purpose, not reacting to every disturbance but choosing their responses wisely. What is their secret? It's not luck or ignorance. It's a skill, a mindset, a philosophy of inner stillness. True peace doesn't come from avoiding chaos. It comes from mastering the ability to remain calm within it. The ancient Stoics, Zen masters, and great leaders all shared this wisdom. The external world will always be turbulent, but your inner world is within your control. When we let external chaos dictate our emotions, we become prisoners of circumstances. But when we develop inner stillness, we gain the power to navigate life's storms with clarity and grace. This is the first step toward unshakable peace. One of the biggest reasons people feel anxious and overwhelmed is the illusion of control. We think we can shape the world around us, yet most things, other people's actions, the economy, the weather, are beyond our control. The Stoics taught us to separate what we can control from what we cannot. Our thoughts, actions, and attitudes within our control. The behavior of others, random events, and outcomes outside our control. The more we let go of what we cannot change, the more peace we gain. The mind is like water. When it is turbulent, it's hard to see clearly. When it is still, everything becomes visible. Meditation, deep breathing, and mindful observation are powerful tools to train the mind to remain calm despite external noise. Imagine standing in the middle of a busy street. Cars honking, people shouting, chaos everywhere. But you remain still. This is what mental mastery looks like. Being in the world, but not controlled by it. Detachment does not mean apathy, it means emotional discipline. Many of us react impulsively to negativity. Someone insults us, and we instantly feel anger. But what if we could step back, observe the emotion, and choose how to respond? Detachment allows us to see problems objectively. It prevents us from getting swept away by temporary emotions. With practice, we become less reactive and more intentional in how we engage with the world. In a fast-paced world, slowing down is a revolutionary act. Society rewards speed, but wisdom comes from stillness. When we slow down, we gain clarity. We see what truly matters instead of rushing toward meaningless distractions. Take a breath. Look around. Appreciate the present moment. The world will continue to spin, but your inner world doesn't have to follow its chaotic pace. Silence is often mistaken for weakness, but in reality, it is a source of immense strength. In silence, we gain perspective. In silence, we listen to others, to ourselves, and to life itself. Great thinkers, from Marcus Aurelius to Buddha, embraced silence as a tool for wisdom. Instead of reacting instantly, they paused. They observed. They processed before speaking or acting. This is the mark of a powerful mind. Most people react impulsively. Someone criticizes them, and they lash out. Something goes wrong, and they panic. But those who master calmness respond instead of react. Responding means taking a breath before acting. It means choosing our words carefully, thinking through consequences, and approaching problems with a level head. A life led by responses, not reactions, is a life of true control. The people around us shape our mindset. If we surround ourselves with frantic, anxious, or negative individuals, we will absorb their energy. But if we seek out calm, rational, and thoughtful individuals, we will adopt their presence. Find people who embody the peace you seek. Learn from them. Energy is contagious. Choose wisely. Gratitude shifts our focus from what's wrong to what's right. In a world of endless problems, it's easy to drown in negativity. But when we cultivate gratitude, we remind ourselves of what we have instead of what we lack. Even in chaos, there is always something to be thankful for. A breath, a sunrise, a lesson learned. Gratitude anchors us in the present and protects us from despair. Emotions are powerful, but unchecked emotions can lead to unnecessary suffering. Emotional resilience is not about suppressing feelings, but about managing them with wisdom. We must train ourselves to pause before reacting, to observe our emotions rather than be controlled by them. When we cultivate emotional resilience, setbacks become learning experiences rather than sources of despair. We stop being victims of our emotions and instead become masters of our own state of mind. Just as physical clutter creates stress, mental clutter overwhelms the mind. Too many distractions, obligations, and worries can drain our energy. Mental minimalism is about focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the rest. A clear mind is a powerful mind. Simplify your priorities, remove unnecessary stressors, and watch your sense of calm grow stronger. Time is the most valuable resource we have. How we use it determines the quality of our lives. Yet we often waste it on things that don't serve us. Endless scrolling, pointless arguments, worrying about things beyond our control. By mastering time, we master our life. Set clear priorities, eliminate distractions, and invest time in what truly enriches your mind and soul. Life is unpredictable. No matter how much we plan, things will go wrong. Stoicism teaches us that suffering comes not from events themselves, but from our resistance to them. Acceptance is not weakness. It is understanding that reality unfolds beyond our control. Instead of fighting against what we cannot change, we can choose to adapt. Accepting life as it is, rather than how we wish it to be, frees us from frustration. This mindset shift transforms challenges into lessons rather than obstacles. In a chaotic world, self-reflection is a necessity. It allows us to pause, assess, and refine our thoughts and actions. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, kept a journal to reflect on his emotions, decisions, and growth. Taking time each day to reflect helps us understand our reactions and improve our ability to stay calm. What made us anxious today? How could we have handled a situation better? With continuous reflection, we develop deeper self-awareness and control. How we start our day determines how we handle the rest of it. A strong morning routine creates a foundation of calmness. Instead of immediately checking emails or scrolling through social media, begin with intention, stretching, reading, deep breathing, or journaling. Setting the tone for the day early on helps protect our mindset from external chaos. The more structured and peaceful our mornings, the more unshaken we remain throughout the day. One of the biggest sources of stress is overcommitment. We say yes to everything: extra work, unnecessary drama, things that don't serve us. But true peace comes from knowing when to say no. Learning to set boundaries is an essential skill. By protecting our energy and time, we reserve space for what truly matters. Saying no is not selfish, it is self-respect. Many people fear solitude, but it is one of the greatest sources of clarity. Constant noise, whether from people, social media, or entertainment, keeps our minds distracted. Finding moments of solitude allows us to reset, think clearly, and reconnect with ourselves. Whether through a quiet walk, meditation, or simply sitting in stillness, solitude strengthens our ability to remain unbothered. The more comfortable we become with silence, the less we seek external validation. While calmness is powerful, it does not mean passivity. True mastery comes from balancing action with stillness, knowing when to step forward and when to pause. There will be moments when action is necessary, but it must be intentional, not reactionary. A person who has mastered calmness does not rush decisions or act out of impulse. Instead, they observe, analyze, and move forward with confidence. In a world full of chaos, those who embody peace stand out. People gravitate toward them, not because they are loud or dominant, but because they radiate a quiet strength. By mastering the art of being unshaken, we inspire others to do the same. The calmer we become, the more we influence the world around us, not by force, but by example. True peace is contagious, and in mastering it, we create a ripple effect that extends beyond ourselves.